Hi, John Marifino, VMC Media, with our monthly vlog with news covering the month of November. We have 6 very quick stories to share with you today, so we'll get right into it. First story, Jean-Pierre Blais, chairman of the CRTC, was shocked to hear that both Rogers and Shaw canceled Show Me, their video subscription service, only after 2 years. Quote unquote, I have to wonder if they're too used to receiving ransom subscribers every month in a protected ecosystem rather than rolling up their sleeves in order to build a business without regulatory intervention and protection. He urged Canadian media and communication companies not to rest on their laurels, but rather to take risks. After more than 30 years in the radio business, Erin Davis is retiring from CHFI. I think her last week will be mid-December. Netflix is no longer a niche player. Over 48% of Canadians subscribe to the service. No wonder the 18 to 34 make up the largest part of that. Twitter cut 9% of its staff this month, and it also shut down its video sharing software app called Vine, which was famous for its 6-second videos. No doubt a victim of the popularity of Snapchat. Nielsen Spartan with Pathmatics here in North America. That will mean that we will get some pretty good competitive ad spend information for digital, which we've missed in Canada. We haven't had in Canada across all digital platforms. We should be available in Canada by mid next year. Work put out its international forecast for ad spend globally and in Canada also. Canadian ad growth was about 2.2% from 15 to 16, spending that is. And going forward to 17, we're expecting 2.4 growth as well in all vehicles except for print and magazines, which are expected to remain flat or decrease. And now for some broadcast news. Kevin Burrow is out of the country. Peter Vicente is filling in. Peter?
Thanks, John. First, we'll talk about Bachelorette Canada. Spoiler alert, Jasmine chose Kevin. Mikhail poured out his heart to her and it still wasn't enough. Regardless, the show was a huge success for Chorus, which just renewed the show for 2017. This time it will be a Bachelor, so submit your applications. Now November is shaping up to be a good one for sports. Hockey is up 8% year over year. That's a huge success considering the amount of losses it took towards the end of the year. That's what happens when you don't have any Canadian teams in playoff contention. But this year, the Canadian teams look good and the audiences are back, which is great news for NHL hockey. The CFL Grey Cup was held with Ottawa playing Calgary. Now, TSN is reporting a 3% increase in reach, which is true, but audiences were actually down 13% over last year. It's especially bad news because last year was already a down year for the Grey Cup. Now, I wouldn't worry, CFL fans. The regular season and playoffs, numbers were fine. It was just the Grey Cup that took a big hit overall. We keep hearing how NFL viewers are down. That is true in the US, but not here in Canada. Numbers on CTV and TSN are actually up 12% over last year. The NFL will continue to try to attract new viewers by broadcasting on Twitter and Yahoo, possibly Periscope, but they will continue to attract new viewers. But here in Canada, so far numbers are fine. The MLS is also continuing success here in Canada. With Toronto and Montreal both making the semifinals, Game 1's audience nearly attracted 600,000 people, which is unheard of for an MLS game. Game 2 was held, numbers aren't out yet, but I'm sure they're going to easily top Game 1's. And with Toronto making the finals on December 10th, those will easily reach 1 million viewers across Canada.